just by the title of this video, you probably think they're crazy. They're crazy for doing this. But apparently we are not alone. Guys, before you raise a bro, just know that we aren't crazy and we have our reasons for doing this. Apart from it being a tradition here, so before you become too critical, just know that it's you'll be criticizing someone's tradition. So this is a common thing in Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland, and I think Iceland also. The main reason why we do it for Ara, the top reason is fresh air. Every baby needs fresh air. No matter what country you live in, babies need their daily dose of fresh air to feel well, to perform well, to be healthy. And the situation is what it is in the Nordic country, where it's cold for majority of the year, so babies have to be outside to get their fresh air anyway. So you'll probably be saying like, why isn't enough with a walk? Yeah, it can be enough with a walk, but we realize that Ara generally feels better by having a nap outside. She naps. The deepest naps that Ara have is when she's sleeping outside, like real deep naps.
She's more calm. She sleeps better at night.
She sleeps better at night too, yeah. So, I mean, when I just came to Sweden,
you were like,
against
no,
it,
I'll
you know.
never put my baby outside.
As a Jamaican, you know, we don't play like that. we first thing we think of is safety of the kid. Because I mean, of course, in Jamaica, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't never leave my baby.
It's so heavy to push the
out. Yes, a lot of snow, guys. I'm walking in deep snow. Let me knock my shoes. Ooh.
I need a break.
Yeah, let's just talk here for a bit. So, yeah, I was totally against it. I was like, I'm never gonna let my baby sleep outside. I'm never gonna make Ara sleep outside. Until the situation was that, as I've said many times before, you know, Ara had colic, and at that point I was like, I'll do anything that could improve less crying every night and for her to just sleep well. And Alex was like, I've been telling you, we need to try. Just let her take her nap outside. And the one time I tried it, I had to sit at the window because I have to make sure I can see her and hear her. Where we live is quite safe. The only threat would be a moose. A moose would be the only threat, but not really. So I sat at the window so I could make sure I hear her and see her, because she was only maybe a month or two old at that time. And she slept outside for maybe 30 minutes. And I saw after that okay, she's more calm. She slept well that night. I don't think she even cried. That colleague cried that night.
I don't remember that day. I just remember that it took me a lot of convincing.
Yeah, Alex had to convince me a lot. And that's okay. We come from two different worlds.
Totally, yes.
Two different cultures. So that's why I'm saying, like, before you raise a brow, just realize that this is the norm up here. For us, people like me, you who don't live up here, it sounds crazy, but trust me, yeah.
Guys, she's more than good though. You don't have to worry. I'm gonna show you. She's well tucked in. She falls asleep so fast when we take her out.
Yeah,
also.
her best sleeps are when it's cold.
It just took her a minute before she knocked out today. So,
because we're on a walk right now. Usually, she only sleeps outside when we take a walk, and if she falls asleep on the walk, we let her finish her sleep outside. So it's not like, oh, she's sleeping inside and then we bring her outside to sleep. That's not what we do. It's only if she falls asleep while we're on the walk, and we just leave the stroller on the porch where we can see, if you know what our tiny house looks like. The sofa is right next to the glass, so we can see and hear. So I only recommend you letting your baby sleep outside if you can see and hear them. Don't do it otherwise. Even though you do have people that leave their babies outside while they're in a cafe or something. I'm not gonna do that. But tag along with us, guys, and we'll show you where we usually put her to sleep outside our little house, and you'll see how we usually tuck her in, and don't worry, we keep her warm. And yeah. There are benefits apart from babies just being in a better mood or sleeping better, but it is scientifically proven that fresh air helps to boost baby's immune system.
And cold, warm, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Cold or warm, babies need fresh air to feel good, to develop properly.
Everyone needs it.
Everyone needs fresh air, and we just can't change the fact that most of the year it's cold here, so we really don't have a choice. Yeah, and the next thing is that it helps the babies to acclimatize to the type of climate they're going to grow up in. Again, it's cold most of the year, and if a baby's going to grow up in that, they have to start from a very young age. So that's another thing, right?
You fully adapted. You're a Swede now, sweetheart. You fully adapted. You know this baby sleeping thing outside in 20 minus Celsius.
Yeah, because as if I'm new to it, I have to do my research and just make sure that you guys know what you're talking about
20,
here.
20 minus, that's a little too cold.
That's too cold, yeah.
You can take walks, but you don't.
I wouldn't let her sleep outside in 20 minus. Even if we chose or didn't make Ara sleep outside, apparently it's a thing even in kindergartens here that they let the babies sleep outside. So even if we didn't do it at home, more than likely she would do it at school anyway. So that's just me trying to explain to you guys how much of a tradition it is. You slept outside.
More than likely. I mean, if you just as you said in the beginning, Kamalto.
Yeah.
It's basically more or less cold here for 6, 7, maybe even 8 months a year.
Yeah.
We can't just stay inside.
No, we need to come out, we need daylight.
It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
Yeah. There are precautions if you are someone who lives in a cold country and you're, I don't know if I'm gonna inspire anyone with this one, but if you would think about it, just make sure we recommend not letting your baby sleep outside if the temperature goes under -7. For example, that's the maximum I would allow, and make sure you can see and hear your baby from where you are, and make sure you are layering your baby, because Ara, she has on 2 layers of clothes right now because that allows 2 layers of clothes, a hat, an overall jumpsuit that's really warm, and on that she has a thing around her neck, socks of course, and then she is in this sack, this outdoor sack that keeps her warm. This is the sack, and a thick wool blanket, and then when we get home we usually put another thicker wool blanket all over here, so she has extra warmth. Thing that we usually do when we come home is put this extra really thick wool spread over her so she gets extra warmth while she's out there. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. And apart from that, I usually just make sure I check her cheeks if they're cold. And she's not. She's actually really warm on her cheeks for being so cold outside. And then just leave her like that. And just shut this one. Not airtight, but just shut it so I can hear when she cries. And then I usually sit here. This is where I usually am. So I have extra watch on my baby girl. So yeah, I can see her from here, I can hear her. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna go take off my jacket and yeah, eat some lunch. I must also add that I check on Ara. I mean, when I say check, I mean like open the door, go outside, check her like every 10 minutes to make sure that she stays warm and on the face. If she's warm on the face, that means she's warm on her body. And I make sure that she's breathing, as always. So yeah. Ara is awake, we think. Look at this little girl. Look at her eyes. Hi, Ara. Hi. You want to get out now? Hi. Let's bring you a little closer, Mama. Hey, Lila man. Hey, Lila man. Oh. Oh, yo. Let's feel her cheeks. You're not that cold. No, you're warm. Usually the routine is that when she wakes up, it's just mommy. I don't know why I'm still wearing my hat, but and she usually likes to breastfeed right away. So just gonna take some clothes off. So yeah, Ara slept a total of about 40 minutes outside after we came home from our walk. So she slept total about an hour and 30 minutes outside totally today, the walk included, which is the normal. How long she usually sleep outside can differ. It can be 30 minutes, it can be 40 minutes, it can be even an hour. So yeah, that's it. Like now that she's awake, she breastfeeds a bit, and then I'll give her some real lunch, and then she carries on with her day being a nice, calm, energetic baby.
Wakey. You feel all right now?
A lot of smiles. A lot of you might think we're crazy, some might get it, but at the end of the day, just it's good to keep an open mind to other people's culture, just as we would want people to have an open mind to our culture or wherever country you're from. And that's the culture here. And we embrace it as long as it's not hurting the baby and we see that the baby feels good. So don't knock it until you try it, guys. That's it for today. And to my mom and grandma, if you're watching this video, you get to see for yourself how we really do, because last time we were in Jamaica, my mom and grandma all the time was like, put on the baby hat, put on the baby socks. The breeze are blow cold outside. So mom and grandma,
right, Ara? That's what they
said. For them it's cold, but for Ara, Ara was burning off. So now mommy and grandma, you see for yourself that
crazy
Ara is used to colder than that. Thank you for tuning into this video. Please remember to be respectful in the comments, keep an open mind, and don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend or family, and leave a comment down below. Let's hear your thoughts and what you think about it, and we will catch you in our next video. Bye guys. Hey do.
Hey do.